It was just a fun little operating run, and now on to the tournament runs. So Grubby Glove Starter was something that was really, really good in the previous Grubby Gloves, like crazy good. Like Round Rule Crucible actually felt so good when you found Grubby Glove Starter. However, there's Molten Gold here, and I think both of them have a ton of potential. I will take the Molten Gold. It's it just gives me a bit more wiggle room, and like yeah, if I go Infection stuff, missing out on the Grubby Glove Starter is going to be super unfortunate. But like the extra cash I get from it is pretty invaluable. Perfect. Not quite what I was hoping for, except I got the Spinfection, so perfect. No way more Spinfection? Man, that's lovely. Like, that's the annoying thing. Round Rule, when you actually hit your debuffs from Round Eloquence, is like actually a really, really good class. The problem is, that involves actually hitting your debuffs, and too much of the time that's just a bit crazy of a concept. Boom, let's finish it up. 64 cash fight 1, by the way. Thank you, Molten Gold. Jesus, what is this map? Not that nice, that's what it is. Like, yeah, we got a lot of cash in the first fight, but we've got a whole lot of question marks, which don't exactly leave you with much room. Maybe I should have invested, but I really was hoping I'd get a fight, boost myself up to 100, then be able to go to this store and actually say that it's pretty good. Oh, I just mega misplay. My bad. That's unfortunate. Decoy Elves at least pretty decent. House of Slime on this class is much less valuable than it is on other classes. Still worth me going to the store because the second store is also extremely worth it. If I boost myself up to 100. Orbit's story on this map is not exactly achieving much. Complex Claw, however. We had some fun debuff stuff we could have taken, but we didn't take it. Yeah, as long as we get boosted up to 50, this store is very fine. There certainly is the map which I would not expect to get myself put up to 50 on. I'll see what I can do, but yeah, this is probably not going to happen actually. 50 cash? I guess it'll happen. Oh, look at that. You see what I mean? Yeah. Like, yeah, that was an amazing shot. Unfortunately, it was an amazing shot. We got it? Now we do. Good. Did I say 100 or 50? Either way, I meant 50. On passive here, it's probably not that valuable, but honestly, Super Boost is very valuable. Arguably well on Stakers as well. I think I'll stick with the Super Boost for now. It's slightly more solid, presuming I don't get reasonable high roll. If I do get reasonable high roll, then, you know, I got reasonable high roll. Bam. Very solid shot 1. Very solid shot 2. I moved my mouse slightly, probably shouldn't have. Probably should have just repeated the same shot. I think it would have been quite solid. Bam. Perfect. Very, very solid. Just chewing through them. Like, ideally I wouldn't have hit the bomb shot 1, yeah. But that's fine. I believe in you. You can hit 10. 9 actually was all I needed. Slightly unfortunate, but it's very fine because I get to do a shot like this, which hits the refresh. The reason why I was so fine with that, happy with that shot, is because it was going to save the refresh for my next shot. Now I have to deal with this guy for a bit because unfortunately I don't get, like, when you pop the refresh and then get to hit more pegs on this map, it's really good. Unfortunately, we didn't quite have that. So close. At least we got a dodge though, so no heal. Makes it very easy to finish him off. Sting for a boss fight? Man, this is not the most interesting so far, but has potential. Going left there was just very important. Bad cheats. Kind of unfortunate that I turned down that thing per reload then, well done stake. But we probably won't be going cheese, but it would have opened up the opportunity to go cheese, and that in and of itself has a lot of value. Dodge. Yes. As long as I got one dodge, it was pretty fine. 0 dodges would have just been incredibly, incredibly unfortunate. Boom, I landed Spin Faction. That's unfortunate. Very sad. I've never actually used this orb, so I think this is a decent spot for it. I'll take it. I get a fine mole, and I get a Spin Faction stack against a mole. And I should have healed. It's like fine, it's pretty fine. Ooh, spicy. I like it. Very spicy, okay. Give me a crit. That's a threat. Thank you. Oh my god. So you want to know the real way I can tell I've never really used that orb before? Because I did not know that the attack animation looked like that. That is a really cool attack animation. I've definitely never seen it before. Like, yeah, I've used the orb at least once before, right? Because I have the, sorry, I bought it at least once before. Because I have it, it's not question mark. But I still, like, haven't really used it. Also, I shouldn't have been aiming back. I wasn't actually aiming there. It was just auto-targeted. I think we should be very fine there. If we can get a crit on a roll, like that. Exactly like that. Oh, that was a cool shot. How dare you. 2-3. It can hit the crit, but it's not going to. Such a cool attack. So cool. I'll get this upgraded to the mole. Because that was the main reason I picked it up. And yeah, like I said, Grubby Dolls would have been a really ideal pickup. However, let's be honest. God, it really is just the best pick, isn't it? Like, Spinception is cool and all, but it's just Recombobulator. It helps out so much for Area 2. Okay, that would have been an amazing heal, but didn't quite get it off. That would have also been a very solid heal. Look, I'm collecting cash while I'm doing this, so it's not really that much loss. Yeah, like, solid enough. Not really that much, but still just decent. Duplicate a random, what's the orb called? Toil and Trouble. Yeah. Unfortunate. Really bad event there. Alright, Recombobulate. It's definitely a bit slower of a win than Spinfectious Sting because, you know, you just race to the Toil and Trouble, shoot it on the mole, and he's going to eventually just wither away, but it's a very guaranteed win, and it's really helpful later on, and it stacks super duper well with the, what's the thing called? Short Fuse. That's what it's called. Pop the bomb because they're just going to respawn. We are taking a beating, but would you look at that? Bad Cheese is doing some excellent work there. I'm going to shoot this side just because hitting a crit is actually pretty cool for this orb. Man, that's a lot of damage. It's definitely a nice orb for taking out mold specifically. So mold does not like targeting, hitting bombs more. Okay, none of those say that. Heavy hand. Right. Wanda, Skulltimate, Greed. Pegnet, 51 cash. Spheroday's Fate. It's Pegnet. Yeah, it's definitely Pegnet. Good stuff. Nothing too crazy there, but I think Pegnet's going to be a decent enough boost. We'll go there. There's a lot of stuff we could find that would be pretty amazing. Like, obviously, I would have preferred to do Spinfection stuff big time this run, but in a tournament run, I don't really get to be that picky because, unfortunately, they're very, very volatile. And if I lose, yeah, I don't get to play that class for the rest of the tournament, which I guess is like, it's kind of the whole point, yes, but also I do want to have a very fair test and see how far all of them can go. And, you know, if one is being subjected to, I like high rolling on this class more, so I play a bit more dangerously, and the rest aren't, then that might potentially be unfair. It also might not be, depending on... There's a good chance I get a Renavigator, so I want to take it. Don't need a heal, really. It's not worth misnavigating for a heal. Especially when I can just get one in this fight. Okay, I lied. Give me bombs. 2 bombs, please. Damn. Really hoping for a second bomb there. Take out the prior target. And ideally I don't hit that refresh. But I didn't get my refresh as requested. Lucky me. It should be a kill. Okay, well, at least he's dead, right? Yes, good. Just a bit on the unfortunate side. For quite a few reasons. Give me a crit. Or a bomb. Or just... Yuck. 77 healthy, healed up, great. Let's just bounce into this refresh. Or another bomb, great. Jesus. Not fun, but yeah, okay, I suck. Well, that was just absolutely horrendous. Let's finish you off. Is that even correct? Nope, it's definitely you now. Great. At least that right there was like kind of fine. That's the best I can call it. Jesus, man. This is just backbreaking. Let's try and claim a bit of healing here. Look, at least we got a lot of cash to store up that shop, but like, damn. Jesus, we took a beating. Very rough, that's what Area 2 is. And yeah, this was unfortunately a fight which is not very well affected by Recombobulator. I don't see why I don't take that. Yeah, I'm fighting crossbow. That's just a really good idea. Perfect. What beating? We lost 5 health that fight. You gotta love it, right? Damn, that sucks. It's really rough. Wait, was that our only store in Area 1? If so, it's incredibly rough. Ooh, very potentially our only store in Area 1. Well. That's not good. Perfect, I hit the refresh. Just needed to make sure I'm hitting my bombs. Try and get my dodge going, because I'm aiming for 2 bombs this shot, but I may or may not get that, because it's really up to the whims of I Peglin. Dodge, please. I'm fine with that. It means I potentially did not hit the refresh. Okay. Bad cheese, and then let's hit the refresh and then hit a bomb, because surely that will happen. I feel like there's a lot of stuff I really want to find in that store though, and I didn't find it in that store, which is unfortunate. Alright, decent stuff though, like, I'm very stocked up on cash. Re-navigation here, please. Very decent. Very decent. Okay, just overall pretty solid. I'm not complaining too much, but re-navigation would have been very fun, that's for sure. 2 removes though is probably pretty equivalent, isn't it? 2 removes is crazy good. Yeah, this is definitely a fight which is very boosted by Recombobulator. Claiming a kill on him is incredibly important, but as long as I hit a bomb, that claims the kill. Oh, 2 bombs is actually amazing. Means it's an insta-kill. Let's hit 1 bomb here, because then we get to reload and finish him off. Nice stuff. Wait, oh, it's 1 off. Unfortunate, but that's what this shot's for. This shot's for. I missed the crit. Okay, perfect. Amazing stuff. Really good. Yeah, we're taking a bit of damage here, but it's totally fine. It's totally fine, he says. Okay, good, I hit the bomb that I was aiming for. Even though it was definitely not a shot that I would have expected to hit the bomb. Soon we'll get this infection stacking up. I'm really happy I got to use Toil and Trouble this run. I think it was definitely very good against Mole, and that's all that matters. Well, it's not, but do I need it against Mole? No, potentially, but it certainly has had its spot this run, which is cool. Being able to just claim a kill on any ranged guy, like the bow and arrow guys, more so, is actually just really nice, as it turns out. We can afford to lose a lot of health here. Good stuff, payment. I mean, look, when you've got zero stores, you really do consider stuff like payment much more, and it's honestly just very good all around. I don't know, I feel like we really shouldn't be building towards it, but I'm going to try. Activating multiple crits. I do not have multiple crits. Clear the way. No. I don't have multiple crits, so the fleece is like, do I really need it? And clear the way just sounds pretty solid, so I will take it. But it doesn't really achieve that much just yet. Oh, that's amazing. That was the reason I wanted to go to the stores, to be honest. Because especially in this fight, right here, the one where I got absolutely destroyed and I was down to 45 health, yeah, having a bomb baton for that fight would have made all the difference. Part of the reason why I took the Recombobulator, because it's just got so much potential with so much. Unfortunately, I would have loved a pass it there. It's fine though. 1428. It's a pretty decent damage orb. Should absolutely just... I mean, like, we were already going to breeze through the boss fight because of our ability to heal up from all of these hits, presumably. And, like, the bombs maintain, which gives us more momentum, which is more healing. But it was technically something to actually be slightly worried about. So having the massive damage orb in the form of Spintress Payment is certainly very, very handy. Missed the crit. It is unfortunate. I don't have Refresh Shield either. Just +1 refresh source would be amazing because I'm kind of very much liking it at this point in time. I guess I'll aim over there. That. It flew towards the crit and still missed it. Love it. Just claim that. Good stuff. And I even got enough damage to finish it up. Great stuff. I guess Spintress Payment also has very good synergy with our starting passive. Amazing. 10 extra gold per fight. Look, 10 extra gold does matter a lot. I really like Molten Gold as a starting passive. It's quite cool. You know, this is quite cool, actually landing some infection. But yeah, we are kind of reliant on our ability to hit refreshes as well, aren't we? Because, like, sure, we can get amazing shots off with this orb, but if there are no pigs on the board, trying to find more than 400 damage may be kind of hard. Great stuff. I mean, you should hit at least one bomb pretty easily. He says confidently. Or maybe not, I guess. Whatever. Ooh. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought might happen. Eventually, we'll just have our pigs on the board, and when that happens, you know, well, he just kind of folds. But Jessica Shell with Spintress Payment, like, yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Silk Conviction. Not the worst I've ever heard. But yeah, I don't see any reason why we don't just take them with Jessica Shell here. Pretty damn good. I'm still gonna go to that at least though. Yeah, it's crunching the damage of my Spintress Payment. It's just generally worth it. The potential for stuff we can find in the store is higher than the downside of losing cash. Because I don't plan on buying anything. It's not like actually improving my deck. Because anything that I buy is directly going to be decreasing my power level. Unless it's increasing it. Man, this refresh. Man, this refresh. So, I don't have enhanced debt, so that probably this bomb doesn't even do that much. Great. Like, yeah, that was a clean shot, but still. Good bomb damage, and it still applies to Spinfaction, because that's how the orb works. Neat. 497 cash, by the way. That's no small amount, but you know, I'm only doing double store. But when you're staring at double store, 497 cash, when you're trying to stack it up for an orb in your deck, is nowhere near as much as one would hope. Cool, cool. Imagine I got an Augur. To be fair though, it wouldn't do anything that shot. Because I believe those guys have one level of pierce resistance. I would really appreciate if you hit that refresh. Thank you. I shouldn't have shot the evasive maneuver. I wanted the shielding from it, but it wasn't worth it. I really want to hit that refresh though, so that I could get my bombs back. Otherwise this bad guy's just going to be trying to do stuff which I don't want him to do. I generally prefer it when the enemies don't do stuff. Crazy talk. Boom, boom. It's fine. The good news is, I don't know why I thought the Spintress Payment was my next orb, but I certainly did just discard it. Good news is, us losing health just doesn't matter. You know, we have so much of it. Sorry, we have so much of it. We have so much regen for it, which is just amazing. I wasn't planning on buying any of those orbs, so I really should have aimed over to the right so that it was more guaranteed path, but it worked out, so can't complain. Oh, baby. I mean, yeah. It's very really important that I got that. Wowee! Doesn't this empower my run more than this? Potentially. Fresher course, distraction reaction, improved catalyst. That was not worth it. I'm versing the Snapper guy. But it's recombobulated. But it's a bubble. Yeah, screw it. Yes, playing for Spintress Payment is cool and all, but, you know, I should just be doing good things. Cool, cool. Okay. Overall, I've been very impressed with Toil and Trouble. Like, yeah, that's not the most there, but it's still some pretty consistent damage against a guy who's not that easy to get consistent damage against. So it certainly has its own level of value, but how good it actually is a bit hard to tell. Since the main value I place in particular Spinfectious Sting, is in its ability to be found. Because if you want Spinfection High Roll, you want Spinfection High Roll. We got very low there, and Spinfectious Sting is the easiest way to actually improve your Spinfection High Roll. Dodge, Round Guard. Don't need any of this, to be honest. Magic Dagger's not even that valuable. Like, none of this is actually that valuable. I would definitely take the special button because, like, it's doubling the damage of my Spintress Payment. It's very much worth spending. Like, I lose 2-4. In return, I gain double damage a lot most of the time. Very worth it. Dodgy Dagger shouldn't be worth it. Round Guard also shouldn't be worth it, and Grab Your Hand also shouldn't be worth it. The remove, however, should be worth it. Like, yeah, ideally I'm getting removes from question marks. And that's thus. No. Wait, there's another store? Am I just blind? I didn't realize there was another store. That's cool. Bombs give me no extra benefit. Don't have enhanced either. Cool, cool. Let's shoot that. First bomb is converted because the new bubble is amazing. And now let's shoot this. Pretty epic if I do say so myself. Question mark is going to give us so much cash. I want the bubble to level 3, but I have 2 fights to do that there, so I might as well let the question mark stack up my cash as much as it can. Great, definitely don't need the healing, but I do need the cash. Look, any amount of extra cash that I get it has slightly more impact, but not as actually that much. Like, navigation inflation would be so much more than these sprouting for investment for that specific scenario. Obviously, you know, when you also consider this fight, I mean, this question mark is a whole lot more. But still. Great stuff, and my targeting has been horrendous, because I should have been aiming over here trying to get some of this cash, because it's really hard to reach otherwise. And cash is damage. Good stuff. Oh, I didn't use an upgrade there, but it's fine. Nothing. Should have just ended at 1 coin then. Targeting, because that's totally going to do something. 0 level of Pierce. Like, I do have Clear the Way, but unfortunately Clear the Way is a bit on the slower side, so it doesn't actually have any immediate impact. But, like, damn. All it takes is 1 good Spintress Payment into a boss, and they're just dead. It's such a fun orb. The very unfortunate thing with the Orb, though, is its rarity. It just means I can't find it as much, which is boring. I want to find it. But obviously it makes sense that you can't find it as much. I'm still shocked that it hasn't been nerfed that badly. It's still pretty untouched. Also, I just want to point out that this is like definitely the correct pick here. It's incredibly, incredibly good. It got such an insane orb. And yeah, it would have been way more insane earlier. I'm trying to collect some of the cash down the bottom, but it's a bit hard when there was a bomb right in the way from my targeting. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, Eclipse is just such an insane orb, and it's definitely much stronger in Area 2 and Area 3, rather than just Area 3, but it's still going to do some absolutely insane things. Not if all the enemies are dead, though. But here's the thing, Philosopher's Stone, because that's just more extra cash. Like, Branch of Ember would be cool and all, but I decided not to go the debuffing route, which certainly worked out, because, like, I would have had a pretty amazing, like, as Inception, I would have had Branch of Ember plus the Sand Arrows, like, it would have worked out, but all the coin stuff that I've been doing has certainly paid off. Like, this is kind of the nuts in terms of the coin pump, and pretty much none of what we pick up here is worth it. Like, I think maybe the remove's worth it, and apart from that, nothing else is. The remove's super duper worth it, because just the potential that we can line up a Spintress Payment into Echo is so valuable. So it's definitely worth destroying some of our cash for that. Kind of unfortunate, but we were very close to getting through him, actually. Unfortunate. Recombobulator, though, so creating any extra bombs is super valuable, especially since I have a whole 2 refreshes on the board, and 2 is more than enough to get a whole lot of work done. I was aiming at the refresh there. It missed. Probably should have aimed at this refresh, but like I kind of didn't notice it. I missed again. Damn. I feel like this would have been a much easier fight if my Splinter's Payment had actually lined up. But alas, it did. It just got the kill, right? As I said, if my Splinter's Payment ever lined up, this boss was just dead. Splinter's Payment just one-taps bosses because, you know, it's a 58 damage job. There's a reason why the Crucible levels try and, what is it, Crucible level 8 and Crucible level 18, I believe it's equivalent. There's a reason they try and nerf your cash amount by quite a lot. It's not really for Splinter's Payment as much as cash is opportunity. And the opportunity to pick up a Splinter's Payment and have it be amazing is really good. The opportunity to go to a store and pick up a passive that will just completely shape your run is like really good. And the opportunity to actually add orbs to your deck and upgrade them to level 3 like immediately is really good. And that's what those crucible levels are trying to crush. The unfortunate thing is that it does kind of like decrease the general player experience when you do so because you have less ability to actually like set yourself up for victory, right? Which is something that is really important to strive for in games. But yeah, Spintress Payment dealing so much damage and then Echo being able to follow through and just smite them all is really cool. Did I even get to pull it off? I didn't because the Spintress Payment just kept killing them. The problem, right? But even just the threat of Echo was incredible to have in that deck because I could see that fight going very differently. It's just that the minions had very little health and our bombs were still dealing a lot of damage, and we had a constant supply of bombs, which meant that we could just wipe them out anytime we wanted, and we didn't really like. Apart from all the bomb stuff, we would have had a miserable time into those guys if we didn't pick up the Echo. But, you know, like, Recombobulate is just such an absolutely insane passive. Like, I really wanted to pick up Spinception there. Debuff stuff is just so much more fun than, like, basically anything else, especially, like, Spinception stuff is super fun. The problem is, it's just, like, slightly on the slower end, and, you know, if I'm doing such a, like, volatile run, I probably shouldn't be trying to force Spinfection stuff. You know how it is, right? The starting greed, Molten Gold, super fun. And we did get some greed later, but it took a while to get to it and meant that we got pretty minimal value out of it. Was buying the Sparings for investment even worth? I don't know. I didn't count how much I got from that question mark. Oh, it was probably worth it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I entered on it in at least 300 to 400 to 500 cash, somewhere of that range. Um, and you know, 20%. It's of that. Some of those numbers is more than 50, and sometimes it's less than 50. Yeah, the bomb stuff's really good. Picking up the intentional oboe, I didn't actually talk about it that much. But intentional oboe, when you have infernal ingots, actually just nuts. It's really nice to have that extra layer of security, especially when you're fighting a boss who likes to convert your bombs to sappers, because they deal self damage, and taking a whole lot of self damage when you've only got 50 max HP can be very rough. But that infernal ingot really did save the run. Like, I was going to be fine, but I was probably going to have to spend quite a bit of cash healing, which it's really not what I wanted to do, especially when you consider the Spintress Payment, as well as what it was triple store area 3, right? And because of the greed stuff, I actually had the cash to fund it. So if I had actually bought the heals earlier on in area 2, I might not have been able to fund the 3 stores if I'd actually gone that route. I did go 3 stores in the end, but you know, I didn't really buy anything in them because, you know, stacking cash for the Spintress Payment was just the way to go. And yeah, those boss fights, sorry, the Area 2 one and the Area 3 one, definitely showed that that was the case.